Clogged arteries are often called the silent killer, and for a good reason. Millions of people walk around every day completely unaware that their arteries are narrowing until a sudden heart attack or stroke forces them to take notice. But what if you could catch the warning signs early? What if you could take control of your health before it's too late? The truth is, your body sends signals, clear signs, that something isn't right. By recognizing these symptoms early, you can make lifestyle changes or seek medical help to prevent life-threatening conditions. In today's video, we're diving into 7 critical warning signs of clogged arteries that you absolutely can't ignore. We'll uncover why these symptoms happen, what they mean, and most importantly, what steps you can take to protect yourself. Stay tuned. This knowledge could literally save your life. What are clogged arteries? Clogged arteries, or atherosclerosis, happen when fatty deposits, called plaque, build up inside your blood vessels. Think of your arteries as highways carrying oxygen and nutrients to every part of your body. When plaque accumulates, it narrows these pathways, making it harder for blood to flow. Over time, this can cause blockages that lead to serious problems. But what causes this buildup? A poor diet loaded with unhealthy fats and sugars, smoking, high cholesterol levels, and chronic inflammation are all major contributors. Even stress can play a role. The risks? They're life-threatening. Left untreated, clogged arteries can trigger heart attacks, strokes, or even sudden cardiac death. That's why knowing the signs and taking action early is critical. With the right lifestyle changes, you can keep your arteries clear and your heart healthy.
1.
Chest pain or discomfort, angina. Let's start with one of the most common and serious warning signs of clogged arteries: chest pain or discomfort, also known as angina. If you've ever felt a sensation of pressure, tightness, burning, or squeezing in your chest, you might have brushed it off as heartburn or stress. But this kind of discomfort, especially if it happens during physical activity or emotional stress, could be your heart's way of crying out for help. Here's what's happening. When your heart works harder, like when you're exercising or stressed, it needs more oxygen. If your arteries are narrowed by plaque buildup, they can't deliver enough oxygen-rich blood to the heart. This restricted blood flow causes the discomfort we call angina. It's not just inconvenient. It's a major red flag that your heart isn't getting what it needs to function properly. Now, why does this matter so much? While mild angina might seem manageable, it's often a precursor to more severe conditions. Persistent or worsening chest pain could mean that a heart attack is on the horizon. And if the pain radiates to other areas, like your arms, neck, or jaw, that's even more concerning. So, what should you do if you experience this kind of chest discomfort? Don't wait and hope it goes away. If the pain persists, gets worse, or starts spreading, seek medical attention immediately. A doctor can assess the situation and determine whether it's angina or something more urgent.
2.
Shortness of breath. Have you ever felt winded or struggled to catch your breath after doing something as simple as climbing a few stairs, or even while lying down? That kind of shortness of breath might seem minor, but it could be a serious sign that your heart and arteries aren't working as they should. Here's why this happens. When your arteries are clogged, your heart has to work harder to pump blood. But if blood flow is restricted, less oxygen reaches vital organs like your lungs. Without enough oxygen-rich blood circulating, even light activity can leave you feeling breathless. It's your body's way of signaling that it's not getting the oxygen it needs to function properly. Shortness of breath caused by restricted blood flow can often be accompanied by other symptoms like fatigue, dizziness, or even a sense of tightness in your chest. These symptoms might sneak up on you gradually, so they're easy to ignore at first. But if they persist or seem to worsen over time, they could be warning signs of serious underlying conditions like coronary artery disease or even heart failure. So, when should you take action? If you find yourself feeling short of breath for no clear reason, especially during light activity or rest, don't brush it off as just being out of shape or tired. And if it's accompanied by other symptoms like chest discomfort or dizziness, it's even more important to act. Schedule a checkup with your healthcare provider right away to determine the cause. 3. Pain in the arms, neck, jaw, or back. Did you know that chest pain isn't always the first or only sign of clogged arteries? Sometimes, the discomfort shows up in other areas like your arms, neck, jaw, or even your back. This type of pain can be confusing and easy to dismiss, but it's your body's way of sounding an alarm. Here's how it works. When your coronary arteries are blocked, your heart struggles to get enough oxygen-rich blood. This can trigger nerve signals that refer pain to areas beyond your chest due to the way our nervous system is wired. It's like your body sending a warning signal that doesn't always show up where you expect. Interestingly, there's a gender difference here. Women, in particular, are more likely to experience these atypical symptoms than men. Instead of the classic chest pain, they might feel an ache or pressure in their jaw, a shooting pain in their arms, or discomfort in their back. Unfortunately, these symptoms are often overlooked or mistaken for something less serious, like muscle strain or stress. The timing of this pain is also important. It might come and go, often worsening with physical exertion, emotional stress, or even at rest. But regardless of when it happens, one thing is clear: you shouldn't ignore it. So, what should you do if you notice these symptoms? Don't brush it off as just a sore muscle or assume it'll go away on its own. Make an appointment with your doctor as soon as possible to rule out any cardiovascular issues. And if the pain is severe or accompanied by other symptoms like shortness of breath or dizziness, seek immediate medical attention. 4. Numbness or weakness in the limbs. Ever felt a strange tingling, numbness, or even a cold sensation in your hands or feet? It might seem like a harmless annoyance, but it could be a sign of something much more serious: restricted blood flow to your extremities. Here's what's happening. When arteries in your arms or legs become clogged with plaque, they can't deliver enough oxygen-rich blood to these areas. This reduced circulation can cause symptoms like numbness, weakness, tingling, or an icy cold feeling in your hands or feet. It's not just uncomfortable, it's a signal that your vascular health needs attention. This condition is often linked to peripheral artery disease or PAD. PAD occurs when plaque buildup narrows the arteries outside your heart and brain, most commonly in the legs. While it may start with mild symptoms like leg cramps or cold feet, it's far more dangerous than it seems. PAD isn't just about circulation in your limbs. It's a red flag for potential arterial disease throughout your body, including the arteries that supply blood to your heart and brain. So, what can you do if you're experiencing these symptoms? First, pay attention to when they happen. Do they worsen during physical activity, like walking or climbing stairs? If so, that's a key sign of PAD. 5. Erectile dysfunction, ED. Erectile dysfunction, or ED, isn't just a private issue. It could be a powerful early warning sign about your heart health. While it's often associated with age or stress, sudden or unexplained ED can point to a deeper problem: clogged arteries. Here's the connection. Your blood vessels play a critical role in maintaining an erection by supplying blood to the reproductive organ. But when plaque builds up and arteries narrow, blood flow becomes restricted, not just to the heart but to smaller blood vessels throughout your body, including those responsible for erectile function. In fact, the arteries in the reproductive organ are often among the first to show signs of blockages because they're much smaller than coronary arteries. For men with no history of ED, the sudden onset of this condition could be an early cardiovascular red flag. Studies have shown that ED can precede major heart issues by months or even years, giving you a crucial window of opportunity to address underlying health problems before they become life-threatening. It's also worth noting that ED often coexists with other conditions like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or diabetes, all of which increase the risk of heart disease. If you're experiencing ED alongside these conditions, it's even more important to act quickly. So, what should you do? Don't dismiss it or rely solely on treatments like pills to manage symptoms. Instead, talk to your doctor and request a comprehensive cardiovascular evaluation. Identifying and treating the root cause, whether it's arterial blockages, high blood pressure, or another issue, can not only improve your quality of life, but also potentially save it. 6. Persistent fatigue. Feeling persistently tired, even after a good night's sleep? While fatigue is something we all experience from time to time, when it becomes overwhelming and unrelenting, it could be more than just being overworked. It might be your heart trying to tell you something. Here's why it happens. When your arteries are clogged, your heart has to work overtime to pump blood through these narrowed pathways. This increased workload leaves less energy for the rest of your body, making you feel drained and exhausted. Unlike normal tiredness, this type of fatigue often doesn't improve with rest and can leave you feeling sluggish throughout the day. It's important to watch for other accompanying symptoms, like shortness of breath, dizziness, or even chest discomfort. Fatigue on its own might seem minor, but when paired with these signs, it could indicate that your cardiovascular system is struggling. Of course, fatigue isn't always about your heart. It can also signal conditions like anemia, sleep apnea, or thyroid problems. But what makes it crucial not to ignore is that it's often one of the first subtle signs that something might be wrong with your heart health. So, what should you do if this sounds familiar? Don't chalk it up to getting older or stress without exploring the underlying cause. Schedule a checkup with your doctor and discuss your symptoms in detail. A thorough evaluation can help determine whether your fatigue is related to cardiovascular issues or another condition. Remember, persistent fatigue is your body's way of asking for help. Paying attention to it and addressing the root cause can improve not just your energy levels, but also your overall health and longevity. Don't ignore what your body is trying to tell you. It could make all the difference. 7. Unexplained sweating or dizziness. Have you ever broken out in a cold sweat or felt lightheaded for no apparent reason? While these symptoms might seem random, they can be your body's way of signaling something serious: restricted blood flow to vital organs due to clogged arteries. Unexplained sweating, especially when it's profuse and not related to physical exertion or heat, is a red flag. It often occurs when your body is under stress, like during a heart attack. Similarly, dizziness or fainting can result from reduced blood flow to the brain, making you feel lightheaded or disoriented. Together, these symptoms can indicate severe arterial blockages or even an impending cardiovascular event. What makes these signs particularly concerning is their subtlety. Many people, especially women, overlook them or attribute them to anxiety, dehydration, or menopause. But unexplained sweating is one of the most commonly missed heart attack symptoms. When it happens in combination with other warning signs, like chest pain, nausea, or shortness of breath, it's a clear indication that you need immediate medical attention. If these symptoms strike suddenly and severely, don't wait it out or try to diagnose yourself. Call emergency services right away. Time is critical when dealing with potential heart-related issues, and getting prompt medical care can make the difference between life and death. Even if the symptoms seem mild or occasional, don't ignore them. Talk to your doctor and describe what you're experiencing in detail. A comprehensive evaluation can uncover whether these symptoms are tied to cardiovascular problems or another underlying issue. Remember, sweating and dizziness might feel insignificant in the moment, but they could be the alarm bells that save your life. Listen to your body. It knows when something isn't right. How to prevent and manage clogged arteries. Preventing and managing clogged arteries starts with making healthier choices that support your cardiovascular system. It begins with your diet. Incorporate heart-friendly foods like fish rich in omega-3 fatty acids, nuts, berries, and leafy greens. These provide essential nutrients like fiber and antioxidants, which help reduce inflammation and lower cholesterol levels. At the same time, cut back on saturated fats, trans fats, and high-sugar foods, which contribute to plaque buildup. Exercise is another key factor. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate aerobic activity each week, such as brisk walking, swimming, or cycling. Regular exercise improves circulation, strengthens the heart, and helps manage weight. Lifestyle modifications are equally important. If you smoke, quitting is one of the best things you can do for your arteries. Limiting alcohol consumption and maintaining a healthy weight further reduce your risk of arterial blockages. Finally, routine health monitoring is critical. Regularly check your blood pressure, cholesterol levels, and blood sugar. Catching and managing these risk factors early can prevent severe complications like heart attacks or strokes. When to see a doctor. Knowing when to seek medical attention can make all the difference in protecting your heart health. Some warning signs require immediate action. If you experience severe chest pain, sudden shortness of breath, fainting, or a rapid and irregular heartbeat, don't wait. Call emergency services right away. These symptoms could signal a heart attack or another life-threatening cardiovascular issue. Routine checkups are equally important, especially if you're over 40 or have risk factors such as diabetes, obesity, high blood pressure, or a family history of heart disease. Annual physical exams allow your doctor to monitor your blood pressure, cholesterol levels, and overall heart health, catching potential issues early before they escalate. Even if symptoms seem mild, like persistent fatigue or unexplained shortness of breath, it's better to be cautious. Early detection and intervention can prevent severe complications and keep your heart functioning at its best. Taking care of your heart starts with adopting simple, heart-healthy habits. Small changes like improving your diet, staying active, and managing stress can make a huge difference in preventing clogged arteries and protecting your overall health. Conclusion: heart-healthy habits and the importance of early action. Remember, your body often gives you early warning signs, like chest discomfort, shortness of breath, or fatigue. Don't ignore these symptoms. Seeking medical advice promptly can help you catch potential problems early and avoid life-threatening complications. Adopt heart-healthy habits and make regular doctor visits part of your routine. Stay informed, stay healthy, and listen to your body. Your heart will thank you for it.